You know who is super hungry right now because he forgot to eat breakfast this morning and forgot to bring a lunch and forgot to bring his card so he couldn't get anything for lunch? Josh.
And Rand.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Hey, what's our ending going to be? Hey, buddy.
Let's find out. Let's go to the random number generator here. TP Randall.
I wonder what that could be.
The guest is given a roll of toilet paper, and TP's Randall with it. Oh, I'm getting excited.
I think it's over there.
Oh, yes. We're all set now.
Great. So, lunch at work.
Lunch at work.
What do you normally do for lunch at work?
Well, see, I work sort of near downtown, so it's really nice because we have a lot of great food options. Mm-hmm. Remember that burger place I took you and your wife to? I go there sometimes, very rarely, because if I went there all the time, I would die of a heart attack. But a lot of times I bring my lunch because I try to be healthy. So I have like this little piece of Tupperware that I put, either salad in or chicken and rice. And then every once in a while at work, they'll bring in lunch, which is great. What about you?
No, I was just thinking chicken and rice. I just realized that that's something when I first got married, Carmen used to make like once a week. And I don't think we've had it in like months. I don't think there's any specific reason. I think she's just so good at cooking so many things that it's just sort of fallen out of the rotation. I need to bring that back up with her. Anyway, for lunch for me, leftovers usually.
Okay.
Whenever I have them available. If we don't have leftovers, then, we'll bring like and she and I work together right now.
Oh, that's nice.
And by together, I mean in the same building, but not in the same departments.
Sure.
So we'll have lunches together because her lunches are at an assigned time, and I have more control over what time my lunches are. Mm-hmm. So we'll usually try to have lunch together unless we can't. But we'll either have like a salad or some sandwiches that we'll bring, or we'll have leftovers. Okay. And the leftovers, I used to, and you can tell me what you think of leftovers. I used to not like leftovers very much because my opinion is that food is best when it's like fresh off the stove or whatever.
Sure. Yeah.
And what's your...
I mean, traditionally, like most food, like lasagna, leftover lasagna is good, but it's not as good as when it first came out of the oven.
Sure, yeah. Kind of like people who say like, "Oh, I love cold pizza more than fresh pizza." It's like, no, you don't. Nobody does.
I think people love cold pizza because they don't have to make it. Like it's there already.
Yeah.
It's there's no work involved. You just pull it out of the fridge and begin eating, and it's like a made meal. Whereas most things you pull out of the fridge are like, oh look, I have a block of cheese.
Right.
If I eat this, it will not be publicly acceptable. So
yeah. But yeah, no, I try to. I actually do have a bad habit of not eating breakfast, and that's because I find that usually when I eat breakfast, I get hungry again about an hour later, and I find that if I just skip breakfast, I'm usually good to go until lunch. It's weird.
Okay.
And then it's less calories. But the thing is, I know you're supposed to eat breakfast. I think what I'm doing is I'm just eating the wrong types of things.
Nutritionists will be posting below and giving you advice.
Do it. I think I need to eat more like egg-based breakfasts rather than like carb-based breakfasts. I think is my flaw. Sure. I know you're not a nutritionist.
I'm not. I know nothing of these things. Also, I'm also bad about not eating breakfast. I fall into that boat too.
And sometimes I just miss it, but sometimes I will intentionally not eat it because I don't want to be hungry again in half an hour.
Sure.
So that's my excuse. Do you prefer to eat lunch around people or by yourself?
I much prefer to eat by myself.
Yeah, me too.
It's just nice to have that kind of like, I don't know, especially when I bring my lunch, like, I feel like people are judging me. Even though my lunch is perfectly normal, there's nothing wrong with it. Like, someone comes in with this nice hoagie they've got from local sandwich shop, and it, looks delicious. And then there's me with my bowl of homemade salad.
Yeah.
It's just...
You need to bring something super weird for lunch sometime. Bring like squid.
There we go.
Yeah.
There we go. Jellyfish.
Bring some jellyfish. If you were at that show, which you probably weren't, I had to eat jellyfish once on stage because he bought it for me, and I ate it.
Yep. That's what he gets for putting me in charge of supplies for his bits.
Here's the thing, though. The audience loved it.
I'm glad.
I'll eat anything if it pleases. And that's the kind of weird entertainer that I am. I will do anything to please the audience.
God bless you for that. I mean, whew.
I just wish more people were watching sometimes. Then I could have a real excuse. Because I worry that someday, like, I'm going to be eating, like raw jellyfish in some video. And people are going, why are you doing that? Only a dozen people watch your show. I'm going to say, you're right. I really have no excuse. But if, like, a million people watching it every day, then it'd be like, okay, he does that because a million people watch.
Did you hear that, Internet? More people watch, he will eat whatever you want.
It's true. I do have some limits, though.
Oh, no spicy, right?
No spicy, and I don't want to even eat anything that's still alive.
All right, so you know the parameters. No spicy, not alive. Find the weird foods, send them to us.
And no
Bring
spiders.
More viewers.
I got to draw the line at spiders. I'll eat basically any other type of bug. I would.
Okay.
I'm not suggesting that you suggest bugs, but no spiders. Not even dried, dead ones. I would have to... I'd have to try to fall asleep without having nightmares. I don't think I could do that if I ate a spider.
Now, hold on. Is there like an irrational fear of spiders here?
That's probably... I mean, that's a whole conversation, but yes.
I know, yeah.
I nutshell this. My wife's afraid of spiders. I'm afraid of spiders. I'm the man. So I'm the spider killer.
Right.
And I always have to have like a rag or shoe or something so that my skin doesn't come in direct contact with it unless it absolutely has to. Which makes no sense because you're squishing it. It's not like it's going to bite you in that nanosecond that you're squishing it. I just don't like spiders.
So it'd be a problem like if spider webs got wrapped around you.
Yes, it would.
Tying you up.
Yes. And if I was in that forest in like The Hobbit,
yep,
and giant spiders were to attack me, I would be utterly useless in that encounter because I would be the one curled up, closing his eyes, pretending like it wasn't happening, and
really bad. This is nice toilet paper.
What's funny is that we bought really cheap toilet paper to use in our house, and I want to just exchange. Because it's useless. When you have one-ply toilet paper...
I mean, who needs that crap?
I know. You just have to use more of it.
Your butt deserves better.
Yeah, because you got to create a barrier between your hand
yeah.
and your butt. Mm-hmm. How do I look?
Gorgeous.
Thank you. Thank you for liking and subscribing. Comment below... what did we talk about?
Food?
Food,
right. Yeah. Then spiders.
We got away from it. Comment below, what do you do for lunch? Do you eat breakfast? What should I eat for breakfast? Help me out. And check out our Patreon, patreon.com/Rampant Comedy. Help us out there. Help us defray the cost of this toilet paper that we use in this show.
Seriously.